They feasted at Magnolia's table, they've ridden the boats down the Brazos, and now they're ready for their Baylor Bears to go to work here inside McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bears will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Got room on the return. Still on his feet. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
To the air, it's Jennings. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown Bears! What a catch and run for 6. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Running it back, it's Wall. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid comments.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Baylor! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Middle Tennessee is going to enjoy the trip back to Murfreesboro after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there in Floyd Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses to 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Harper. Lets it fly. It's complete. It is great to have a tight end that can do it all and one that can get downfield and make a play.
And I like matching and mixing and matching up the play fake on play action with this tight end because it just gives him a little more time to work his route down the field. Nice play call there by the quarterback.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. He's right on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. A third and long coming up here. Back to the air one more time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Goes to the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Harper. Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Third and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. And they're able to make the tackle. This is a really big play for both teams. Fourth and goal from the 2. Trying to slam in. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4.
Kansas State.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Now improvising. He'll get rid of it. Makes a connection. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going up top. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown Bears! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kansas State,
And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point there.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Fast motion from the offense. The give to the lone running back. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Wildcats. The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Kansas City, 7.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment. A designed run for the quarterback. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Buys a little extra time. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone. But that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This offense has a second down play. He'll run it again. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Harper. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Got a man. It's Massey. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Going for it all. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. The aerial assault continues. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick.
Going up top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Looking to scramble. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. It's a reverse. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Kansas State, 7.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Catch in the middle. It's Lockett. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback moving. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Baylor! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Kansas State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll go to the ground. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Harper. He finds his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. They're working that left side. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Looking to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 15. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. To the end zone, and it's picked off. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly, and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
He's back at the 27. Brings up 2nd down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
They go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big...
There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Bears! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. 35. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Looking to throw, it's Harper. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Baylor 35, Kansas State 7.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Handoff from the gun. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. He's now up to 75 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Grab near the sticks, it's Moon. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Byers on the move. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, Kansas State 14.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
To the air, it's Jennings. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
It's complete to the left. And the ball slipped out. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
This is a designed run. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Handoff to the lone back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. They want that clock to run. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Using his feet. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open...
Touchdown, Baylor! And And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Corner's going to give them room. Wants to throw. It's Harper. He unleashes a long one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half-minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One more play to pad the stats.